Hi everybody, welcome to Teresa's World from Greenham Common. It's so hard to imagine this as a really busy, thriving military base. And I'm trying to imagine women here and fences and things like that, because there's no trace of all that now. Which I knew that because I knew it was now common land and a place to, enjoy. I hate cows. But they wouldn't put dangerous cows, would they, on the common, surely? They seem quite happy grazing, don't they? They're not interested in me, thank God. And I haven't got the dog, so I think I'll be okay. I'm just going to give them a wide berth. So that there is what's left of the runway. I don't think they should have taken up quite so much of the runway, because it is part of history. So I think they should have left a bit more here. I'm trying really hard to ignore those black clouds up there. Okay, here you can see 3 hangars, which I assume they stored the nuclear cruise missiles. I have to say, it feels quite eerie here around these hangars. This is the only place where I think I can imagine all the activity. Okay everybody, I'm sat here on this mound with Greenham Common behind me, and I've had a good walk round. Why am I here? Because I'm following a book written by John Julius Norwich, A History of England in 100 Places, and one of the places he features is Greenham Common, and I thought, right, I've never been there, I'm going to go and have a look. The women of Greenham Common, who campaigned here for 10 years between 1981 and 1991, believed that there should have been a public debate as to whether nuclear cruise missiles should be stored here. And there was never a public debate, and that's what they were here campaigning for, a public debate. I hope I've got that right, everybody. They were also campaigning for peace. One of their mottos was women for life on earth, and also women leaving home for peace. So I've got a lot of admiration for these ladies, I really have. And as it's Mother's Day, see how my mind works? As it's Mother's Day, I thought, yes, let's go to Greenham Common, because that featured very, very feisty, strong women who campaigned for something they really believed in. Also, at that time, remember, the Cold War was still on. Well, I didn't know too much about the Cold War, so I had to look that one up. But Cold War basically means that there was a lot of distrust between the Soviet Union, Russia and America. A lot of political and military unrest. And I think the women of that time, or people at the public at that time, felt that anyone could like press a button or send a nuclear missile and blow us all up. You know, there was such kind of tension there. So the Greenham peace movement that the women created or were part of, they had that in mind. They wanted a world for their kids. They wanted a future for their kids. God, I waffled on there, didn't I? I do admire the ladies of Greenham Common. They did campaign non-violently, and one of the stories is that they, well, one of the campaigns was they dressed up as teddy bears, but not only that, they covered themselves with honey so that when the police grabbed them, they were all sticky. That was quite a good one, wasn't it? I quite like that one. Also, there's a famous scene when they locked themselves in the sentry box. And obviously the police had to try and get them out. And women went to prison. They went to prison for about 14 days, those women who locked themselves in the sentry box. So there is a site called, I think, yourgreenham.co. So have a look on that, and that's got lots of information and footage which will enlighten you. I think what it's really important to say is that what the women did at Greenham Common was they kept it in the public eye. I tend to be the kind of person that bumbles along, and I don't really, or I've never been to a demonstration or anything like that. So I've got great admiration for the women of Greenham Common for standing up for what they felt was right. There's nothing here to say that there was a huge campaign for 10 years with all these women, you know, what they did. There's nothing much here. There's no statues or anything, or, you know, there's no monuments or information. And I didn't know what direction to go, left or right. You know, it's kind of like common land, a piece of land which, okay, it's got paths going in different directions, but I wasn't sure where to go. And although I've parked by the control, what is it called? Oh God. Air traffic control post, whatever it's called. I've parked there. There's no information around there about Greenham Common or about the ladies that campaigned here for so long, for 10 years. I have to say, I'm back to the car and I am freezing cold. I liked Greenham Common, but it was not the warmest of places today. But at least it wasn't raining. And now I have to find my way back out of Newbury, which is a bit of a nightmare because I haven't got a sat-nav, but I can use my phone. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know what this blog's going to be like. Never mind, let's see. Okay, evidently there's various entrances to Greenham Common, and I've come in the one where the air traffic control tower is. So there's no statues or no monument or no write-up about Greenham Common and the ladies that campaigned here. But I have been told there is something near a different gate the other side of the common. So I'm going to try and find that. Okay, everybody, I hope I've given you a flavour of Greenham Common. I didn't find another entrance. I have to say I didn't look really hard because there were signs to another entrance, but then I saw signs for the A4 and I thought, there's a lot of traffic about, and before I knew it I was on the A4 on my way back home. So I did want to find another entrance because I was told there was some kind of commemorative plaque type thing or statue or something which commemorated the 10 years that the Greenham Common women were there campaigning. So I did want to see that and finish this little vlog with a shot of that, but unfortunately yes, that's not going to happen now, is it? What I want to say is that this vlog about Greenham Common has no reflection whatsoever as to my political views, and I'm purely at Greenham Common today because it's Mother's Day and because I thought of all women, and then I also realised that it was featured in my A History of England in 100 Places by John Julius Norwich, and I thought, yes, Mother's Day and women, this could be a good vlog for Mother's Day to celebrate the achievements of women. There we go. When I say achievements of women, you may question whether the Greenham Common women actually achieved anything. But I do think they achieved something. I think they achieved awareness. They made us all aware of what was going on and made us question what we actually think about the nuclear subject. Okay, anyway, enough of that. I'm wittering on and I'm going to say bye-bye now. Okay, cheerio, till next time. Teresa's World.